Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter. I don't think it's going to make any difference that he gives his title up because of weight difference. He just go to the next division and win that title as well.
Wanted this young, talented, brilliant talent, brilliant defensive fighter, brilliant guy at controlling range, Olympic silver medalist, quick hands, technically solid. He finally satisfied the critics, and he mixed offense with the defense.
Here for your little brother this week,
Yes.
in Shakur Stevenson. I've interviewed both of you for years, and you really have kind of built a relation. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. Shakur got all the abilities to do bigger and better things than me, and that's what I'm hoping for him to.
Boxing legends believe Shakur Stevenson might be one of those rare fighters who never loses because he combines elite skill with ice-cold composure and total control inside the ring.
He stood his ground, and he punched, and he still got the better of it with the sweet science, being defensively responsible, but without having to be less entertaining. He was more entertaining. He satisfied people. He made people, they said, that's what we wanted in Shakur. And they got.
Andre Ward has openly praised Shakur, saying his ceiling is incredibly high because he's a true student of the game, constantly learning, staying disciplined, and training with purpose.
I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. He could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know. So he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on well, he tried to get going. He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And, you know, was that 4 divisions now? 26, 30?
Ward added, "We don't even know how great Shakur can become yet, because he's still evolving and hasn't faced every elite opponent available."
He's not done yet, you know, not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot, he can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer, you know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man, happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home with him, baby, get that check.
Last one from me. He's in there in the ring with Conor Ben. Do you like that fight for sure?
Absolutely, yeah.
How do you think that one goes?
Conor's always dangerous. He's gonna come forward, but man, it's gonna look a lot like that. And there's no disrespect to Conor Ben. You know, I respect what he does and how he does it, but the skill set, bro, is different. They say them boxers boring, man. Why they be saying?
Terence Crawford has also praised Stevenson's ability, suggesting many fighters avoid him because of how difficult he is stylistically to technical, too smart, and too hard to solve.
The reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming from.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing, you know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt, you know. But I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision, a unanimous decision.
Deontay Wilder called Shakur one of the smartest and most technically gifted fighters in boxing today, pointing to his distance control, timing, and defense that completely frustrate opponents.
Guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing.
Floyd Mayweather has praised Shakur's skill as well, saying he's the most technically gifted fighter in his division, even over punchers like Gervonta Davis. Floyd once told a young Stevenson that if anyone could break his records, it might be him, showing belief in his greatness early on.
Shakur beat him. If he can't hurt him, that would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. Shakur takes a good shot though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing.
Mike Tyson has also shown love, calling Shakur a boxing specialist, someone whose style may not always thrill casual fans, but represents true boxing artistry. Tyson praised his precision, defense, head movement, and classic approach. Hit and don't get hit.
The fight with T.O. is either going to be you delivering a masterclass.
Or a knockout by T.O.
Yeah, or you getting into some type of brawl with T.O. and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about T.O. T.O.'s a good boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He's boxer first. So we could say, oh, he's just going to knock you out. Or he's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I can punch.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody say, oh, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't
I think Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in their
peace, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That didn't work, man. Oh.
Just overall, just given the styles and in boxing so well, was there any way that Tio could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, man. Probably want to stay away from that kid, man.
Shakur Stevenson put the belt to add Teofimo Lopez, right?
Yeah.
12-round sweep. I know they had it 11-1, but shit, if you watch it, 12 clean rounds.
Yeah.
What you think of the performance?
I thought it was excellent. It was. Shakur understands what 3 minutes is. And you take full advantage of 3 minutes. He take full advantage of the ring. And he exploit he exploit whatever it is that you got bad habits at, or wherever you make your mistakes, he gonna exploit that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat that because no matter how hard you train, if you're not able to do what you train to do, it's almost like you left Paris.
Talked about Teofimo's footwork and his inability to cut the ring off in other fights.
Yeah.
Did you see that play a role in this one?
He don't, to me, he don't really trust his footwork. I think if you think about his career, it's not a lot of fighters. It's been a few fighters like the Centillion fight and stuff like that. Where guys, they made him use his footwork.
You mean Sandro Martin?
Sandro Martin, my bad. It's only been a few fights, guys, a few fights where guys make Tio use his footwork. When he have an off night with those guys, he might say, yo, it's for this reason, it's for that reason. He'll never say it's because my footwork not there, right? Because the average fighter, when Tio make a move, they stay there and he get his off. Or if they jump at him, he take a step back, he counter, put him out. So these are things you wouldn't see in a normal fight. In there, him being in there with a normal fighter, being in there with a Shakur, where Shakur is the judge, he gonna attack you.